So for January, starting in January to the end of this year, for imports of CBAM goods into the EU, reporting on that is going to be due in September of 2027. So in September, the first annual declaration, the first time that companies will have to surrender CBAM certificates that correspond to the amount of embedded emissions in the products that they are importing. That will be due in September on 2026 imports. There is also, right, the UK's CBAM that is going to be starting on January 1st of 2027. So, half a year away from that. The UK is, there are key differences between the UK CBAM and the EU CBAM, but they have indicated, right, wanting to kind of align the methodologies. And so there's a lot of similarities as well. But keep that in mind, right? There is no transitional phase for UK CBAM. It is just going to be in effect. And those carbon payments or that carbon tax will be due for UK CBAM coming up here. A couple of other key dates just to call out here, right? So there is a proposal in play right now, a proposal to expand the scope of the EU CBAM to 180 downstream products. So definitely keep an eye on this proposal. If it does go through, starting January of 2028, it would expand to a lot more of these products. A lot of household products are in there, things like dishwashers, for example. Essentially, what they were doing is saying there's a lot of these goods that contain a lot of, aluminum or iron or steel. And so they should not be exempted from the scope of CBAM because they are quite an emissions intensive kind of good. So take a look at that. It might pull you into being under the scope of CBAM starting in January 2028.